So let's run it. Copy this command and run it here. So it's run successfully. Now let's see. Token URI prints out nothing. That means we have no data attached to our NFT. But wait, that makes no sense. Didn't we already set up our data NFT whole attributes, right? Nope. No attribute hasn't actually attached to our NFT in any way. It wasn't just, it's just mapping that lives on the contract right now. What we are going to do next is basically attach an attribute to the token URI by overriding it. Set up token URI. Now let's set up the token URI. The token URI actually has a specific format. It's actually expecting the NFT data in JSON. Let's go over how to do it. Create a new folder, contract, under contract called libraries. Create a file name base64.sol and drop it under libraries. Okay. Now let's create a new folder under contract libraries, and inside that create a new file. Uh, okay. Copy and paste the copy and paste the code from here. Let's copy the code and paste it here. Okay, there it is. Okay, this basically provide us with some helper function to let us encode any data into base64 string, which is a standard way to encode some piece of data into a string. Don't worry, we'll see how it works in a bit. We'll need to import that library in our contract. For that, add the following snippet near to the top of your file with other imports. Let's copy this line and paste it here. And now next write a function called token URI in my epic.sol. Now let's run a function. Here and just paste it here. Okay. Excuse me. This looks pretty complex, but it's not too crazy. First, we start if we start here. Attributes memory character holder attribute token ID. This is line actually retrieve the specific NFT data by querying from its token ID that was passed into the function. So if I did token URI 256, it would return a JSON data related to that 256 NFT if it exists. And then we create all the data and pack it nicely in a variable named JSON. JSON struct looks sort of like this when it's all cleaned up. Okay, and you can read more on the struct of data from OpenSea.io documentation. Okay, so this may looks pretty crazy, but it's just a structuring. It's just a structuring data to the following the format above. Here it is. We dynamically set the things like the NFT name, SPAG, etc. Note, Unicode pack just combine a strict. This is really cool because we can change things like the NFT HP or image later if we wanted, and it update on NFT itself is dynamic. Also, this meta standard is followed by tons of popular NFT websites like OpenSea. So all we are done doing is in the function is we actually nicely formatting our JSON variable to follow the standards. Note max value isn't required, but I decided just to add it for fun. Okay, here it is. This line actually in the hard to explain. It's easier to just show you. Go ahead and run.js. Here's the output. So let's run it again and see the token URI. It's still not here. Why? Oh, okay, it's here. It's here. The commented take times. That's why it takes this time. Okay. So to see that you actually print out the stuff nice, go ahead and copy the whole string to anywhere, for example, mine, and paste it into a URL, paste a browser. What you see is something like this. So let's see, copy it and paste it in the browser and see what we are going to see. Here it is. So that's how we can see our data here that we have just saved it. So let's move on to the next step. Basically, that we did was formatted our JSON file and then encoded in base64. It turns the JSON file into a super long encoded string that is readable by our browser. When we prepared it with the data application slash JSON base 64, we add data application JSON base 64 because our browser needs to know how to read the encoding string we are passing it. In this case, we are saying, hey, I am passing you a base64 encoded JSON file. Please render it properly. Again, this is considered standard. This is considered as standard for a majority of browser, which is perfect because we want our NFT to data to be compatible with as many existing system as possible. Why we are doing all this basically was, well, basically this is how popular NFT websites like OpenSea, Rebel, Pixity and other prefer when we pass them JSON data from our contract directly. So we are at the point we officially minting NFT locally, and NFT has actual data attached to it in a way that properly follows standards. Okay, we are ready to deploy our contract to Pixity. Post a screenshot of our JSON output when you paste in the token URI into your browser. Okay, now let's just take a screenshot of it. Yeah. And save it here. And let's just submit. Let's submit it. Okay, great. We have completed the actually mint your NFT locally section. Now we are on deploy during BC on OpenSea. So let's start this section.